Oh, easy. Look, Alex, I make you a special deal because I like you. I give you 5 minutes, pack up everything you don't want thrown out, and if you take 1 extra minute, my 2 friends, they remove your testicles. They're your anus.
Okay. Policymeer, bulimia.
All right. There you go. Sorry.
What's up, everybody?
Good boy.
Jesus.
So where are you going to go? I go to Dante's. See if he'll let me crash there for a while. What about you? Mac Base Daggers at the Palace.
You're sick.
I know. Hey, Alex, you forgot a smoking lamp.
It's your fault, too.
I'm sorry. Was that expensive piece? Just another day. Just another day. Oh, shit. What's up, everybody?
That's a classic. That's
such
a good modern classic.
Yes, it is.
God, when did that come out? 2006. Jeez.
Okay, Google.
18 years ago.
Okay, Google. Google. Okay, Google.
Why don't you just type it?
Okay, Google. Okay, Google.
This is going to be the whole show.
Oh, my God. She's being a stubborn cunt. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. You try it.
2006. I just typed it in.
Worked.
Modern technology.
That's work.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck you.
Oh, God. I don't even remember where we... What, to catch up. Holy shit. Well, first off, we'll just go... was it today's Saturday, right? Yes. Mm-hmm. So, yesterday, RFK suspends his campaign and endorses Trump. And then appears on stage with Trump at his rally. I think in Vegas. I think it was in Vegas. And gives a small speech. But then he had his 45-minute speech that he gave earlier in the day, prior.
Yeah.
Which he said he's suspending his campaign. He's not dropping out completely. He said he can still technically win because right now the polls are showing there's a possibility there could be a tie 269 to 269 where neither candidate gets the 270 votes required to be president.
Yeah.
In that case, they'd have a contingency election, which means the House, which is the Senate would choose. Yeah, the House would choose a president. The Senate would choose a vice president, I believe. So in that case, he could still be president, which would be kind of a bonkers thing. And in this day and age,
Is it far from impossible?
Oh, hell no. Absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not. So, yeah, here's the thing. So, I watched RFK Jr.'s speech, his, solo speech, and then I watched the Trump thing. And then when I was watching the Trump thing, I saw one of the comments about Trump's X account. I'm like, so I went on there, and the first thing that pops up on X, not even his specific account, was on X. It was just a simple thing. It said, what do you got? And this is what he did with the RFK. But he goes, what do you guys think of Tulsi Gabbard? I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. If he tries to get Tulsi Gabbard on board, so it'd be Trump, RFK Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, and then he's got, backed by Elon, and then he'd throw, Vivek Ramaswamy. Someone said, now just add Vivek Ramaswamy and you have a political fucking Avengers. I'm like, holy shit.
What would that make Donald Trump? Captain America? Because he's, the oldest, the first Avenger, I guess?
Either that or he's, yeah, I guess so.
Was Trump alive for Kennedy? JFK?
Yes.
Okay,
yes, because that was...
When was
Trump's
JFK assassinated?
63. But...
November 22nd, 1963.
Okay.
So that would make...
When was Trump?
He was born 44? 46?
46.
Yeah.
Holy shit, so he would have been 17.
Yeah.
He was old enough to know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because Biden was born in, 43? I think. So he was technically on Earth when they
Oh my God.
dropped bombs and...
Did you know that Donald Trump was 24 years old when his wife was born?
Was it the current one?
Melania.
Yeah. You know,
Who the fuck is Barron Trump?
it's his youngest son.
He was born in 2006. He's 22 years old.
Yeah, he's like
20. 18. He's 20 years old.
he's like 8 feet tall.
Oh, God.
See pictures of him. He's huge.
Barron Trump. Oh, dear God.
Trump's like 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", something like that. Like
What the
Trump.
fuck?
Trump's a big guy, and Barron is like Shaquille O'Neal. He's a tall boy, been eating his vegetables.
Like Donald's head comes up to his shoulder.
I know. And he's like, yeah, he's about 6'7" or 6'8", something like that.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, he's tall.
Definitely not Melania's. Could be Stormy's.
No, that was like 30 years ago. That's the most delayed pregnancy I've ever seen. But then again,
Dear God.
I've seen men get pregnant. So this could have been incubated for 20 years.
Oh, yeah, men getting pregnant. Okay. Did you see that one TikTok? So who are you going to vote for? Kamala, obviously. Why? Because I'm a trans man who's...
Was that a TikTok? I've seen that. I'm a trans... no, they're like, I'm... Yeah, it was,
I'm
I'm a trans man who was pregnant and then got a abortion. It was like,
and I'm gay.
Yeah. And it's like, that has nothing to fucking do with what they were asking.
So I don't want her to have... I don't want to have anybody take my choices away. Wait. So you want to give up the ability to have kids? Wait. You're a girl who thinks you're a guy who wants to be with a guy. So does that make you straight? Is that heterosexuality with extra steps?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like... That's like taking 3 fucking lefts to make a right.
Yeah. It's heterosexuality with extra steps.
It's confusing. This shit's...
I'm a trans man
It's confusing.
who's gay.
Yeah, but the thing that I took away from that whole thing, they're like in a strip mall or a mall or something, right? Yeah, okay. It's the same one then. The thing I took away from that whole whatever it was the fact that it's like, oh, who are you voting for? Well, I'm this, identifies this, I'm gay, and I had an abortion. I'm like, that has nothing to fucking do with what I'm asking you. Nothing at all. Yes, I did see that, though. I did see that.
Oh, God.
That's all right. That's where we are. Trump had an interview on X. That was, what was it, the week? It was last week. That was with that phoned interview or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
Skype or whatever. I listened to that.
Heard about it. Didn't hear it, though.
I listened to it, well, of course, at work, but media ended up jumping all over it. Like, calling it, it said they started like a half hour late, and it turns out there was some it wasn't a hack, it was some kind of cyber attack on them, and it kept bottlenecking the server what they were using so they were trying to get a whole bunch of people in to actually listen to the whole conversation. And whatever the hack was, basically in layman's terms, it's like taking a whole bunch of accounts and shoving them all through a door at once so no one could get through.
You said, bottlenecking.
Yeah. So that's what had happened. And they were trying to figure out how to work around it. Eventually they did. I think they cut it down so they wouldn't have so many. Then eventually they had a whole bunch of people. But during the interview, there was some like 24 million people listening at once. Like fucking one of the biggest.
Wow.
At the end of it, there was... The next morning I saw there was like 101 total million people that were listening. Like through... That was... The 24 million was like through the actual Elon's page, but all the other one were subsequent people streaming it and everything like that. So there's fucking like a third of the nation was listening to this interview. Some of them were probably hate listening, like, let's listen to this fucking asshole, this fat piece of shit.
How much does the average listener who likes Howard Stern listen? About 8 hours a day. Why?
No, it was like
it's like 6 hours a day because I want to hear what he has to
to
say.
about an hour. And it's like, okay, well, what about the people who hate him?
Well, why? Because what was the most common answer? Want to hear what he has to say next.
Yeah.
Well, what about the people that hate him? 4 hours.
No, it's like the average Howard Stern hater listens for 2.5 hours. But if they hate him, why do they listen? The average answer, they want to hear what he's going to say next. But that's basically what the...
Yeah.
It's one of those things, same thing with like our channels, and you get those people that are like, thanks for the engagement.
We've learned our lesson.
No, I don't even do that. I keep the conversation going. It says right on the TikTok channel, keep the conversation going. So if I can keep it going, it just dials up my engagement. Makes me look better. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
You don't have to like what I say.
You just have to swallow it. Every drop of it.
But here's from Elon Musk. Says a wall of negative headlines was so predictable. Says all this does is drive even more people to listen to the conversation themselves and realize how much the legacy media lies to them. And then there's just from a whole bunch of different channels like USA Today, Trump rambles, slurs his way through Elon Musk interview. It was
I saw that
unmitigated disaster. Newsweek, Donald Trump's lisp during Elon Musk's interview raises questions. The Guardian, so Donald chattered along with Elon, and here's the future as they see it. Losers win, incompetence rules. New York Times, Musk Trump talk on X after glitchy start, a 2-hour ramble. What else? Rambling Trump, Musk interview marred by tech difficulties. Fact check, Trump made at least 20 false claims in his conversation with Elon Musk. That's CNN, of course. Donald Trump's meandering live chat with Elon Musk on X plagued with glitches. Musk claims were from blah, 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 whatever. Yeah, so...
What was that?
That was another thing.
Oh,
yeah, the new joy thing. We're the party of joy. That's like was all over DNC and everything else. So Kamala Harris and the new politics of joy. You know what's funny though is everybody that's just kind of paying attention and ridiculing everything. They're running with this whole joy theme now, and they're saying, "Oh, good. All this time I thought my bank account was just low. Turns out all I had to do is insert joy into my bills." And everything would have been taken care of. What's the exchange rate for joy in the United States? Just asking for a friend.
Speaking of which, have you heard of the new slogan
Weird.
for Trump's campaign? Remember his first one was "Make America Great Again."
Yeah.
What's this one?
I heard they had one. He still runs with Making America Great Again, but I just heard it like yesterday. There was a new one that's floating around. It's similar, like along the same, but I can't fucking remember.
It wouldn't happen to be like "Make America Strong Again," would it?
No, that's not what I heard.
Because apparently there has been some Donald Trump ads going around. I've yet to see them, but that's because they're... I haven't seen it, but the TikTok was like... It showed a couple of headlines. Could have been fake news. Who knows? Indicating that, Trump's new slogan that he's trying to push, or he's trying out, getting backlash. It was "Make America Strong Again." Now...
Right.
When it was "Make America Great Again," what were those people called?
Racists? I don't know.
MAGAs.
White supremacists? Oh, you mean what do they call themselves?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. MAGA.
So,
Well, actually, technically, it's MAGA.
okay, but MAGA was the most
Right.
commonly. So, if it's "Make America Strong Again," what's that term called? That was a good. That was. You got it.
You said it, not me.
So the TikTok article showed like the headline in the news. Trump's new trial slogan getting backlash: "Make America Strong Again." You know, if "Make America Great Again" wasn't enough, all the people who were MAGA, extreme MAGA people, you know, now they're extreme masses.
Well, here's the thing. So I don't think that's his slogan, but he has said things like probably that too. But it's one of those things where he ends a speech and he goes, "Make America like rich again," or "Make America prosperous again," "Make America strong again," "Make America great." You know, he does one of those kind of things. So I'm sure that's been said, and I'm sure someone on the left went, "Make America strong."
He wants me to call him a massa. Well, that's what I think it was too, because as I'm watching, the person's reading the article, you know, Trump's trying to subliminally instill slavery again, because now all these people the Trump supporters, there's no true black or ethnic people who vote for Trump. It's only those people who are truly racist and have owned slaves in their lifetime, blah, 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 blah. They're trying to subliminally slip slavery back in there, because if Trump becomes elected, and those people are support "Make America Strong Again," we're going to be forced to call them masses. And it was a black woman saying it. And she was like, she put a lot of sarcastic punch on it. I was like, is this supposed to be a joke or real?
You sure that wasn't the Onion? Because that sure as hell seems that's what they're talking about.
I did not see the onion symbol. And I know what that looks like.
Yeah. That seems...
I didn't know if you heard. Everybody I've talked about, somebody's like, yeah, I think I heard something about it, but I think it was like a joke. Like somebody was playing on something he said. I explained the video. The one guy
Probably.
He goes, the one guy's like, I think I've seen it. Yeah, I think she's being sarcastic. Like, I ain't calling nobody massa again with some shit. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I don't. It's all just still "Make America Great Again."
Yeah.
But like I said, that's probably just one of those.
I figure I'd ask, have you heard of him possibly having a new slogan?
No, he's still running on "Make America Great Again." It's all over everything.
Ow. I got a scab on my ear. When did I cut my fucking ear? You know what? I bet it was a couple days ago. Fucking Maurice's ferret bit my ear. Bitch.
Yeah, it's all "Make America Great Again."
I thought she pinched me with her claws. All right, "Make America Great Again."
No, I wouldn't be surprised though.
You're welcome. If anybody decides to actually try to spin that, "Make America."
Oh, they will.
No, I meant copyright infringement.
Oh.
I want money.
Oh, wait a minute. Have you heard of
pegging? I have, but Disney hasn't. Have you gone and seen that again yet?
No.
Oh, I want to see it again so bad.
The DNC's Vibrarian?
It's called a vibrator.
No, the Vibrarian. Okay?
I don't get it.
Okay. So, a central economic fact of Biden years has been that America's attitude about the economy have been highly negative despite economic data that has been good.
No, it hasn't.
And sometimes great. Listen, this Axios saying this, so, you know. And sometimes great. The big picture. Economists in the White House and elsewhere are increasingly taking public opinion seriously, relying on a skill not often taught. They've been doing it the whole time.
Oh.
In the halls of academia, where they earn their PhDs, empathy. That means understanding the sense of misery facing sticker-shocked consumers as an important input. Even if the data shows the rate of inflation has declined. I want to know. Okay.
Wait. So you're telling me that there's a university now that offers a PhD in feelings?
Well, hold on. This disconnect has posed a communications challenge for White House economists. Officials couldn't brag about inflation's plunge from record levels without acknowledging that average Americans feel pinched by higher prices. No fucking shit. But here we are. Along with the usual reams of economic data, Council of Economic Advisors Chair Jared Bernstein consults a Gen Z staffer dubbed in-house as the Vibe-rarian. This staffer, Molly, it's always a Molly. And that's probably what she's dropping before she goes out on the trail. Opinski at times upstates Bernstein on the economic vibes observed on social media platforms, including TikTok. One example, groceries started showing up in TikTok videos of shopping hauls when influencers post videos about their purchases, along with the complaints about the high prices in the supermarket. What they're saying. The feeling among Biden's top economists is that such posts are not the definitive economic narrative, but they shouldn't be totally discounted. People are the best arbiters of how they feel about the economy, Bernstein tells Axios. Bernstein added, I just think it's very hard to do this job effectively, absent empathy, absent trying to understand what people are going through. So
you don't fucking understand what people are going through when you're paid probably $250,000 a fucking year to tell the president, internet's being kind of sarcastic and a bit of a bitch today. Stay off it. Fuck off.
That's a good way to put it.
Holy fuck.
But here's the thing. Now, don't let this slip through the cracks. They hired someone to specifically watch social media and go, the peasants are mad. What do we do?
Dude.
The big picture. Most economists.
I'm trying. I'm genuinely fucking trying to stay on touch. Brown, I'm connected.
Okay. Most economists take stock of key indicators in recent years. Still see good news. Rising, though still historically low, unemployment and inflation rates almost back to normal. Which is true. Inflation rates are subsiding. They're not growing.
But they're not going down.
Slowly they are. But it's election season.
What did I fucking tell people?
It's election season, so no shit. It happens every You know what's funny? I got, and it wasn't really, it was a streamer on TikTok, I think, a live streamer. And this is a couple weeks ago, they were talking specifically about this kind of thing. And lucky for me, it was someone that only had like 20 or 30 people watching. So it was easy to get my point through their chat. So they were talking about unemployment and inflation and things of that nature. And they were saying, oh no, inflation's down, this, that, and the other thing. I said, listen, you're preaching these numbers that are dropping like this magical thing. I go, this same thing happens every fucking 4 years. I can prove it to you. So I went to a graph. I went and found graphs that showed over the last 25-ish years or so, like the rate of inflation up and down. And lo and behold, every 4 years, it would do this dip. Now, the constant thing was going up, but it was doing this dip every 4 years. It would do squiggles, and then this dip. And wow, 2008, 2007, 2011 to 12, and then 2015-ish, and then 2020-ish, and then again 2023 into 2024, where we are right now. The graph showed 2023 going down, so it's not going to have 2024 yet. We're in it.
Yeah.
But lo and behold, the fucking graph was there, and it showed the pattern. Election season. It does it all the time. So anyone that's like, look, the numbers are going down. Biden's doing good. Biden's fucking disappeared. He's been gone for 2 months now or something. Other than showing up.
That motherfucker's been embalmed.
He's other than showing up at the beginning of the DNC, which is funny. They have him staying away from Brock and everyone.
Oh yeah.
So they're whatever. But he shows up at the DNC and just rants and raves about Trump the whole time. And then disappears again. I'm sure they put him back in the closet, wherever he
Didn't
was.
they put him like near the end?
He's on ice.
No, I meant the DNC. Didn't they?
No,
put him
he was Monday. Oh, at the end of Mondays.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, he was a draw.
And no offense or nothing. How bad do you think he feels? I'm the most important person in this party, and I wasn't even invited.
In that aspect, the way you make it sound, I kind of feel bad for the old man. He's like, oh.
I don't.
I do, because he was a fucking puppet. He wasn't even the guy pulling the strings.
He could have fucking tried.
He was older than shit. He is older than shit. He doesn't know where he is. How many times have we said that in the show? He doesn't fucking know where he is. He doesn't know what's going on. He knows when he's sundowning, he gets a fucking ice cream cone. He's all happy and giddy. And if he doesn't get it, he's pissy and moany. How many times have we saw him go, believe that, or whatever the fuck he's saying.
Come on, man.
Now, we don't really know the context of what he's saying. He could just be yelling. He's a guy, he's going down, he's sundowning.
This is what happens every time. People seem to lose focus that this is just Trump trying to distract you. You know, the numbers, we can talk about the numbers all day, but what you're doing by asking that question about what my plan to be for the next term to help the economy, that's just Trump trying to distract you from what he's doing.
Yeah. It's Trump's fault.
What?
Speaking of it's Trump's fault, it's unrelated, sort of. Sort of. Kamala's whole thing that it's, and everyone's pointed out, constantly saying, this is what I'm going to do first day when I'm in office. Fix all these problems. What's the problem with that statement? She's in office now. She's the vice president. Why is it when I get in office, I'm going to do? I'm like, bitch, you're fucking there now. You literally are sitting vice president. And everybody is in agreement. Joe's not capable. Why can't you do anything right now?
Because what better when you have a legion of fucking cum stiffened socks that follow your every move, because that's about all they're good for. That's about most. I'm not saying everybody who's a Democrat or a leftist or supports Kamala Harris is fucking retarded, but let's be honest, the majority of them are.
Wait,
and not even the left, not the Democrats, just the extremists.
The progressives.
Those fucking people
progressive.
Yeah. The progos. The pro-wos. The progressive woke fucks.
The prog left.
Pro-wos. There you go. So, these people will sit there and go...
What do you mean, these people?
These people will sit there and go, wait a minute. Everybody did start not liking Joe, and he's more important than her. So really, if she becomes president, then she can do the stuff she wanted to do. But Joe wouldn't let her. Once again, another man holding a woman down.
I'm sure that's been said.
I fucking know it's been said.
And if it hasn't been said, then...
It's probably been literally... You know how it was said? One Subaru owner to another was like... Biden kept Harris down. It's like chewing on a balloon.
God, the kind that you find in like a park. Under a bench. Those balloons. Those balloons. Do you believe the balloon? Do you believe it?
I don't know what's up with these balloons.
This one just won't blow up. This doesn't blow up.
Chewing gum? No, thank you. Fucking comments.
Oh. Yeah, so they have someone that's paying attention to vibes, feelings. They're on the payroll. Dude, think about it. If we just start endorsing Harris and whoever the fuck, Walls, we could just come up with some bullshit thing and work.
Don't
in
you
the White
mean
House.
Stephen Valor?
Velour.
Yeah. Sorry, did I pronounce his first name wrong? Stolen. I think it's French.
Oh, yeah.
Stolen Velour.
Okay, I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's his, it might be his OnlyFans name.
Dude, he was in battle in Italy.
And you know what? Dude, all of his, like, all but a few have come forward and said, nah, bitch tuck-tailed and ran. I almost said the N-word. Nincompoop. Sorry, had to say it.
Oh, jeez Louise. Yeah.
You little Millie Nancy.
Don't you see that man?
You rug licker. Lint licker. Lint licker.
Lint licker.
Who you calling cootie head, you lint licker? The fuck?
What the hell is that from?
It's from some fucking stupid commercial. The gum that makes your mouth clean. What was it?
Oh, I'll remember tomorrow.
Impressive or shiny or something. Fabulous. I don't remember.
Try it. Was it Trident? No.
Maybe.
Is that with the one with the British woman? That was back in the early 2000s.
Hold on, I got this. Lint, liquor, commercial. Hey, look at that.
Oh,
Orbit.
Orbit. Yes, that's right. Speaking of like crazy fucking jobs and everything, like Democratic. Did you see during the DNC speech of Joe Biden? You see what happened?
No.
The job growth was corrected. You know, all the jobs that Biden said, oh, yeah, we've created this many jobs, blah, blah, blah. The number was corrected. Like 818,000 jobs were taken away because they weren't actually created.
There you go.
There we go. It was even fact-checked.
It's still one of the best ever. Did you see the fucking...
There we go. I got it.
I'm sorry, folks. I had to.
It was the Taste the Rainbow with the. Well, you heard it.
Hey guys, what is this Spanish meal? What if this is a favorite?
Eight.
I like how the girls. Like she leans over to see.
Jeez.
You can sing to the fucking rainbow.
Oh God.
Fuck the politics. Fuck the government. Fuck the law. The system's broken, dude.
Wow.
No, I got some personal experience with it.
818 job correction may not worry economists. It's a problem for Kamala Harris. Let's see. The federal government routinely revises economic data, which is true, but it rarely makes a correction as large as it did on Wednesday, when the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported America's economy created 818,000 fewer jobs than it initially thought over the past year.
You mean the number that Joe Biden had been sporting? This is why he needed to be reelected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe it was a. Let's see. Does it have the actual number of jobs? It doesn't have the actual number of jobs for this. This year, it does have the total number. It says Joe Biden boasted at the Democratic National Convention Monday that he helped create 16 million new jobs as president, rounding up from the 15.8 million. He could no longer say that Wednesday, after Wednesday's BLS report. Still, creating 15 million new jobs is not nothing, far more than the nearly 7 million jobs created by Donald Trump during his administration, and after stripping out pandemic-related job losses. Democrats have found momentum in the presidential race, with Harris stepping in for Biden. You know, everyone said initially when she was thrusted into the front seat, I guess, the driver's seat of the whole Democratic Party, that this is like a honeymoon period for her. And at first I'm like, I don't know. We're so close to the elections. And it only took about a week, maybe 2 weeks. But now I feel like that hype is starting to die down by normies. Like, the Democrats are going to think she's like the second coming of Christ no matter what. Every Democratic whoever is running for a Democratic Party is like, it's Jesus again. Like, that's just... But now, like, the normies are like, you know, she's repeating herself an awful lot. That's one thing. Like, her speech is the same fucking speech every place she goes. I mean, how many videos have you seen where they just play... I saw one this morning where they played it, and they paused where there were different pauses. So the whole speech was side by side.
It is good to be back in Pennsylvania. It really is good to be back in Wisconsin. It is so good to be back in Michigan. I am clear. The path to the White House runs right through this state. And listen, I am clear. The path to the White House runs right through this state. I took on perpetrators of all kinds. I took on perpetrators of all kinds. I took on perpetrators of all kinds. I know Donald Trump's type. I know Donald Trump's type. In this campaign, I proudly put my record against his any day of the week. In this campaign, I'll tell you, I will proudly put my record against his any day of the week. Are you ready to make your voices heard? Ready to make your voices heard? Are you ready to make your voices heard? When we fight, we win!
But they paused it so all the words matched up. And it's the same, like, word for word, the same fucking speech. Over and over and over. I'm like, this is why I think they're hiding her from a lot of interviews. Because she can be, like Joe Biden or Joe Rogan said, she can be coached. And she can say things from a teleprompter and say it with conviction and be like, oh yeah, like reading a script to a movie. It's like, I need you to say it this way. I'm like, all right. And then, you know, rile up her base. She can do that. She can do it well. Something that Joe Biden couldn't do. But she cannot just shoot off the cuff. She has no ability to just talk without reading shit, without a script, without a teleprompter, because that's when you get the cackling bullshit. That's when you get the...
Would you fall out of a coconut tree?
Exactly. That's when you get the coconut tree crazy ass shit. That's when you get...
Batman 3. 2.
That's when you get the...
3 version 2.
Every gaffe that she's come out with, that's when all that comes out. And when she debates Trump, I'm really curious how the Dems are going to combat that alone. In and of itself, just her. Never mind Donald Trump. Like, listen, Trump's going to say things, and he's not going to stick to his script. How are you going to have a rebuttal? Because now you got to think on the fly, and she fucking barely can think at all. Like, this is going to be a problem for them.
Jesus.
And I can't wait just for entertainment purposes. Not even like I'm voting Trump or I'm voting RFK or whatever. Just watching it like a fucking wrestling show. Like, this is going to be fun. Like, how are they going to pull this off? They going to have a body double come out?
Oh, God.
Someone dressed up like Kamala Harris?
Kamala Harris, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. What the fuck?
You're like 8 inches taller than normal.
And do you have a dick? Sorry, my skirt's riding up.
Did you see, did you see the... All right, so they had Michelle Obama during the DNC. She was on stage talking.
Yeah, I heard about that.
She had the necklace that had, like, I think it said, like, believe or something like that. Some crazy. But then someone photoshopped it, so it said Mike.
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
No, I just saw it this morning.
I did see, however, excuse me, there was a post that someone had put. It was a dig at Kamala, whatever you pronounce, how you pronounce it, Kamala.
Yeah.
She sits
How
there.
dare you?
She sits there and talks about, you know, coming up poor knowing how people are feeling. In the picture that was taken of her during that interview, though, she's wearing a necklace. Somebody legit sleuthed her whole outfit. Like her suit, her shirt, the jewelry, the earrings. The necklace alone was like $100,000 necklace.
Yeah.
So, but your jewelry alone is an entire family of four's entire year's income. Mm-hmm. But you know what it's like to grow apart or feel the effects of high grocery prices right now.
Which, that on its own, whatever. It's American dream. You make it. But
don't sit there and say...
I get what you're saying, though. Like, if you're going to go talk about all of these poor people and everything, but then do it with, like, a get-up that's worth... $250,000. Yeah.
No, don't sit there and say, I feel the high price.
That's like showing up to the projects in a fucking Tesla or something. Be like, ugh.
No, babe, honestly.
Lock the doors, honey.
What that screamed to me was... Because she said the whole article was talking about how she grew up poor. She knows what it feels like, so she knows what it was like to whatever. She knows, she feels it.
Right.
Everybody's affected. Everybody feels it. She feels it. I feel it. I know. It kills me to have to go to the store and spend $100 on 5 nights of food or something like that. Mm-hmm. And here you are wearing an entire family of four's income around your necklace for 1 year.
Oh, yeah. So that, yeah.
Fuck off. System's broke.
Not even the system. It's just people are out of touch.
No, the system's definitely part of it.
The system works. The people operating the fucking system are the problem.
Oh, maybe you're right, then.
Like, no system's perfect. We have a system that's relatively new in comparison, but it's also easy to take advantage of. And right now, the people that are in charge, loose term, are taking advantage of it. But do you remember when Trump put out his shoes?
Yes.
You remember what happened? Like, that's cultural appropriation. What, I think just because we're black, we're going to buy them? You remember that? And the whole fucking, like, uproar that came about that?
Oh, yeah.
So what do you think would happen if the Democrats did something along the same lines?
Oh, I'd be like, this is great. They did, didn't they?
Genius. Rolling Stone writer praises Harris Walsh's camouflage hat for reclaiming Southern identity. Not that it's the same thing, but it's kind of the same thing. Rolling Stone is gushing over a camouflage hat.
Oh, gushing. They're gushing.
Whoa.
Must be easy to fucking make that bitch squirt.
Over a camouflage hat unveiled by the Harris Walsh campaign, and suggests the new merch could help Democrats reclaim the Southern and rural identity the party has moved away from. I saw your hat. I never really thought about it, but maybe I will vote for Harris.
Maybe you are just like me. Maybe you do have my best interest at heart. Maybe you do enjoy a fist up my ass. I'm a vote Harris.
They do enjoy a fist up your ass. In a Wednesday article from the magazine, reporter Marissa R. Moss noted that the first night of the 2024 Democratic National Convention looked and sounded very different from years prior, replacing big pop star performances with country music artists. Moss said...
Yeah, because they realized the fucking Megan D. Trainer... Megan D. Stallion, whatever.
Megan D. Train. The D. Train. I'm sure.
Yeah. You hear about that one? The wardrobe malfunction?
No.
Ooh, out came the sausage?
No.
Apparently there was a wardrobe malfunction. Apparently she was doing a squat move or something like that, dance move, and as she squatted, like her pants ripped at the seam somewhere, and they found Captain Winky.
Megan Thee Stallion?
Yeah.
She's a man?
I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. I've yet to find a video because, I mean, deadass, you can't find a single video. But it was wardrobe malfunction.
Wait before I start spreading that around.
No. I saw the article. It's legit. I've seen plenty of videos.
Right.
Wardrobe malfunction that stopped the show. That's it. You know, unfortunately.
And the tour.
Apparently, it shut down the concert.
all we could hear was someone screaming on the stage. They abruptly said the show was over and we all got ushered out. I don't know what just happened.
No, but yeah, apparently her penis came out. His penis.
Anyway.
I don't know.
The DNC looked, all right, country music. Moss said that the lineup was, which included Mickey Guyton, Jason Isbell, maybe an attempt by the Democrats to appeal to the patriotic core of many country music fans who had latched onto the Republican Party for decades. I'm sure it has nothing to fucking do with actual policy, who they're looking out for. You know, it's got to be the country music artists. Those assholes are the ones that are driving voters where they should go. It's not Megan the Penises, and it's not fucking, like, what do you want?
Peni. Megan the Peni.
Yeah,
right.
Megan the It's not Megan... it's not Megan the Peni, but it's those country music artists. No wonder why Taylor Swift is so big.
She's not a country music site.
Well,
She flopped as one of those.
yeah.
On her back, literally.
You remember when she was a country music artist?
Yeah.
It was like 2008.
Didn't last very long.
Yeah, she went to pop pretty quick.
Very.
It was only a couple of years, yeah. I don't remember. By opening their convention with Isbell and Guyton,
At
Kamala
least
Harris.
oh my God, get country music stars that people know.
Yeah, I have no.
That actually people give a shit about.
To be fair, I don't fucking follow country music. I don't really follow anything mainstream anymore.
I
have to look up like Megan the Stallion or Meg the Stallion or whatever the fuck her name is.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, I don't know these people. Like, to me,
I mean,
isn't there like the same Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and what's the other one?
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj. To me, it's all the same fucking person. It's like Guy Fieri and Violent J and what's the other fucking the guy from Smash Mouth. It's like the same thing. It's the same fucking person.
So you're saying?
Have you ever seen all three of them in the same place at once?
Never mind. I'm gonna just shut my mouth.
They all look the same to me. What are you laughing at? Jeez. This guy. You think I said something offensive or something? Jesus.
Oh, I'm not offended. I'm enjoying every fucking second of it.
Oh, good. Anyway. The opening their convention with
They all look
fucking,
the same to me.
who the hell, whoever these Kamala people are.
Kamala.
Yeah.
Kamala
Harris and Tim Walz
yeah.
seem to want to change that, with the cherry on top appearing to the form of the Walz or the Harris Walz camouflage baseball hat released a few weeks ago. It sold instantly. Of course it did. I bet you Kamala bought them all. Yeah, so tell me that's not cultural appropriation. If shoes
It's
are.
not. It's not because it's a black person. Well, no. See, help me figure this out, internet. 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever, when Kamala Harris said, was saying she's not black. There's video. There's videos of her.
Or telling her that she's Indian?
Yeah, I'm not black, I'm Indian.
Yeah.
Because her father was Jamaican and her mother was Indian.
Yeah, we talked about this before.
Oh, I know. But because now that she's a black woman,
She's not Indian anymore.
she's not Indian, so fuck the Indians.
Well, maybe that's why maybe that part of her expired. Like milk goes bad after a while in the fridge. So it's like, well, I don't have that anymore. For this election cycle, I don't need that. So we'll put that in the cupboard, away from everything else. She's black, right?
No, she's not.
She's half black in full communism.
I've met plenty of Jamaicans who they're not black. They will tell you they're not black.
Yeah, so have I.
So,
But again, that's like kind of like Brazil.
I wish we would have a Dominican Republican gentleman show up on stage and say, I'm the new black president.
Oh,
Remember Will?
I'm going to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't black.
Yeah. No, he's Spanish, wasn't
Dominican. He was pure blood Dominican. Dude, he looked he looked black.
he? I mean,
He looked black. I'm not gonna lie.
they all look the same.
Yeah, so you're a dick. It's funny to laugh at racism. You might want to cut this bit out. And start here. So sucks to be you. You missed it. He's not gonna cut it out.
I mean,
So yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Two things. Don't let me forget what I'll tell you about my family, my extended family, who has watched our podcast. And
I'm sorry.
it's cool. Don't worry about it.
I'm not.
So it's not cultural appropriation because she's a black woman now.
Yeah, but it's
And it's okay for every other black only race or ethnicity out there to appropriate any other culture. It's them getting their just deserves.
yeah, that's right.
But we can't appreciate any other culture for what they have and let it influence our lives. That's Caucasian folk,
That's true.
which I'm actually not one of them.
I think I am.
Then it's automatic racism and stealing a person's culture.
You're right. Well, I guess that proves that wrong. I guess it's not cultural appropriation. Yeah.
Get some. You know what? I'm sure.
But again,
You know what though? Hold on. I don't know why they would use no names. They should use some of their biggest names that are definitely going to vote for them. Much like how people voted for Joe Biden. They can get Johnny Cash. I'm sure he'll vote for them.
yeah,
He'll play on stage.
probably.
Conway Twitty.
Probably.
Hank Williams Sr.
Yeah.
First.
Probably.
Shit.
Elvis?
No, he wasn't a country star.
Oh, yes, he most certainly was. Yes, he most certainly was.
Holy shit, I think I hit the button. Really?
Oh, yes.
I'm actually not even
Huge.
trying to be sarcastic right now.
No, I'm not either.
He was not country.
Oh, yes, he most certainly was.
He was rockabilly.
Yeah, rock and roll, he made it in the rock charts, but he was very much country.
Oh, he was the Taylor Swift of the 50s.
And gospel.
Did it for a couple of weeks?
Huge in gospel, too. Yeah. Absolutely. He was.
So he was the Taylor Swift of the fucking 60s.
Yep. That's why everyone loved him. Look at Taylor Swift now. Everyone fucking loves Taylor Swift. Rewind the clock 50 years. And there you have...
But you see, nobody's accusing Taylor Swift of fucking stealing a culture's music.
Have they or have they not? I don't know. I don't follow her.
Elvis was
enough,
accused of taking a black man's music all the time.
That's right. Those hips are dangerous. Don't listen to that, Megan Thee Stallion. And now look what happened to her.
DP9.
She listened to Elvis, and now she's up there with her dick flying around and twerking on stage at the DNC or whatever the fuck Kamala Harris thingy. Indian Kamala Harris dick flopping thingies. That's what we have now, all because of Elvis. I hope you're happy, Elvis, wherever you are in where is it, Nashville or wherever you're living
I
now.
think he's dead.
No, he's got a vote.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you mean he's dead? He's not dead.
His vote.
They're all hanging out. Johnny Cash, JFK.
They've got to.
They're all going to vote.
I think they're at a convention for all the survivors of 9/11.
Yeah. The Titanic survivors. All the people.
Oh,
in
it's a fucking joke. It's been over 20 years.
Space Shuttle Challenger.
Oh. Remember that?
There is a theory that they are all alive, though. And there's some compelling evidence.
Oh.
All the people on the Space Shuttle Challenger. Yeah. Fucking wild. That's a whole other thing. I'll see if I can dig that up and send it to you.
Yeah, please. I'm actually curious about that one.
Because when I first heard it, I'm like, here we go. And I was listening to it, I'm like, okay, I'm listening. And then it ended, so I couldn't listen anymore. But but I found it interesting. I was like, maybe. I don't know why, what the reason would be. It's like, oh, we can't come out. And I'm like, fucking why? But yeah, so
Fucking Tupac and Biggie walk off the Challenger.
oh, what was I looking for now? I can't remember. Oh,
Megan Thee Stallion dick pic.
Tulsi Gabbard was added to the terror watch list.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
For what?
Well,
For having a vagina?
let's take a look-see. No, right? Because she fucking speaks out. She is exactly what you'd think the Democrats would want. Oops. She's exactly what you think the Democrats would want, but she doesn't play ball. So. And she speaks out against a bunch of bullshit and shenanigans.
Laura, this is a clear act of political retaliation. There's no other way to put it. You laid
got the
out the
stupid music
sequence
in the
of
background,
events
but-
the very next day after my conversation with you on the air, warning the American people about how dangerous a Kamala Harris presidency would be. I was placed on this domestic terror watch list, which is called the Quiet Skies list under the Department of Homeland Security. The clear pain and real visceral hurt that comes from this is, as you mentioned, like many Americans, I enlisted because of the terrorist attacks on 9/11 to go after the Islamist terrorists who attacked us on that day, and to now have my own government now turn around and put me on a domestic terror watch list. It hits to the core and is the ultimate sense of betrayal. But we look at why they are doing this. It has a chilling effect. It sends a warning both to me and to anyone else who even thinks about daring to criticize our own government, which is a guaranteed protected right under the First Amendment.
Yeah.
That we will be subject to a violation of our Fourth Amendment right to privacy through this kind of surveillance. Laura, this is a clear act of
Wow.
Because she spoke up. Again, she doesn't play ball. So she's a terrorist now. But that goes all the way back.
Domestic terrorist.
That goes all the way back to what I said earlier with the whole RFK Jr. And then immediately after, Trump is like, what do you think of Tulsi Gabbard? I'm like, fuck. Like, if now Trump and RFK, because both RFK and Tulsi Gabbard left the Democratic Party last year
Yep.
and went independent. So why not? And I think that's great. It's a great coup if they get Tulsi Gabbard, because that's two big-time Democrats, past Democrats, who went enough is enough and basically were part of the walk away, not officially walk away campaign, but they walked away from the Democratic Party because of the fucking craziness.
Sorry.
Going back on RFK, did you hear that what like Trump hasn't like planned for RFK if he wins? He's going to make a special counsel that specifically is tasked with basically getting to the bottom, researching and uncovering information dealing with assassinations. One is releasing everything for JFK. I was like, oh.
That's dangerous.
I was hoping that, and this has been said a lot, it would be poetic justice if Trump, if he won president of the United States, Trump made RFK Jr. the head of the CIA. I'm like, oh, that would be poetic justice. Because everybody pretty unanimously agrees that the CIA is the ones that assassinated JFK. Like, the CIA, him and his RFKs, yeah. Like, it's pretty unanimous. Everyone's like, yeah, the CIA, that was their doing. So if he won, got in, and then made RFK Jr. the head of the CIA, I'm like, all right, bitches. Like, I would be like, that'd be fucking
going
awesome.
down.
I think a lot of people expected that he would be more grounded reality. He would have something to do with pharmaceuticals and toxins and shit and our foods, preservatives, all that kind of stuff, because he's a big champion on that.
Yeah.
But even so, making him the head of a council that's going to be like, listen, you fuckers, with everything that has to get to the bottom of the Trump assassination attempt, release information on the attempt, like on Reagan, on RFK, on JFK. So, but yeah. So if they add Tulsi Gabbard to that, she has every right to. They've attacked him or her just like they have RFK and Trump. As soon as RFK was able to get on the ballot, because everyone's like, oh, it's a fever dream. You're never going to get there.
Yeah.
Like, for an independent to get on there, you need, like, the Democrats change the rules in order to get on the ticket and be like, oh, you got to get 65% of the fucking popular. Crazy-ass rules. They managed to get it. They managed to get, like, their million whatever signatures that they had to get in order to get on. They got it all. And then as soon as they got every step they needed to be able to get on whatever ticket, all of a sudden, RFK has lawsuits. They go after him just like they did Trump.
Oh, God.
So that's just one of those things like, listen, we have a common ground here. Could be the same with Tulsi. We'll see.
Oh, I hope so.
Maybe. I think, again, it would be like a political Avengers team. Avengers, assemble. Who's going to say it? Which one? Fly on!
Damn it, you beat me to it. I was going to say, Avengers, flame on!
I'm sorry, what? Could be.
She can kiss my brown cinnamon roll. Gotcha, fuckers. God, that was awesome.
It was. There was a... Hold on a minute. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. There was, let me get two other things here. You remember... We covered this maybe a year or so ago. Actually, I think it was about a year ago. So Republicans float a quiet conspiracy theory that Biden won't be on the ballot.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yep.
Oh, no. You know what? I think we actually covered this.
Yes.
Yeah, we did. I do remember that now. Yeah, because I remember reading through this. And then it just happened. Turns out the whole thing was fucking true. Yeah. But... Oh, Kamala Harris. No taxing on tips. That was another one.
You see...
That was another one.
It was no taxing people customer service.
Hospitality.
Hospitality, yeah.
That's what, air quotes, that's what she's... Hospitality workers. I don't know what that is. But
It's fucking waiters and waitresses.
well, that's hospitality. But yeah, so she wanted tax tips. And it's the greatest fucking idea ever. According to some news outlets.
No more tax on tips.
But like 6 weeks prior to that, it was the worst fucking idea ever.
Yeah, Trump said it and it was the worst idea.
It's fun watching all this shit. Yeah, so they're not going to tax tips. But you know what's funny? Like, was it a year prior to that? Like, Kamala's like, oh, we're not going to tax tips on hospitality, air quotes. This is from Fairtax. VP Kamala Harris casts tie-breaking vote to let IRS track workers' tips so they can be taxed.
Way to fucking go.
This is a year prior to that. What an asshole.
Well, that's like the TikTok video you sent me about where she goes, with the stroke of a pen, I could send this person to jail for life, for years, for the maximum.
Yeah, well.
You were literally bragging about having the power to fucking ruin people's lives over the most minuscule shit.
Yeah. Yep. So August 7th, 2022, Harris cast a tie-breaking vote to pass the Inflation Reduction Act that provided $80 billion in additional funding to the Internal Revenue Service, which then got to work cracking down on the service industry's reporting of tips so they could be taxed. Kamala Harris. She was the deciding one. She didn't even this wasn't even like my vote is going into this group of votes and whatever happens. She was the one that's like, listen, this is on you. What's it going to be? And then she's like, fuck them.
Oh, yeah.
But then...
Fuck them good and hard.
But then she's like, no, we're not going to tax tips. I'm going to steal everything that fucking my neighbor does for homework.
Hey, Kamala, I noticed your grass is getting a little tall. Yeah, I used to have a guy for that, Trump. Thanks, dick. As in Kamala Harris has fucking illegal aliens trimming her fucking property. And because Trump wins the president, they get sent back out.
Because when I get to office, we are going to not charge taxes on tips.
This Trump idea is unrealistic.
Well, here's the actual deal with what Trump is suggesting. All caps tax relief are actually backdoor ways to give rich people big tax breaks.
Smart enough to know the difference between, as they said, real solutions and wild campaign promises from a convicted felon.
It seems a little bit impractical. Out of taxes on tips is just kind of silliness.
The Biden campaign kind of scoffs at this idea as well.
Last night, we saw a big speech in Nevada by Kamala Harris, and she came out for no tax on tips.
And eliminate taxes on tips for service and hospitality workers.
Where have I heard that before?
This is just one of those economic policies that will go to the heart of doing something directly for people that they can feel.
She had a focus on the middle class, and so eliminating taxes on tips will help people that go to work every day and bust their butts to keep food on the table, clothes on their back.
To make America so
These people,
We're going to make
video he's showing
America
me,
great
it's
again.
literally everybody's the same person.
It's right here.
We are going to not charge taxes
It's repeating.
Yeah. So,
I just think it's funny that they actually, whoever did their homework for that video, kudos. Good on you. That video right there. Show it again. So, whoever did their homework, good job, because they literally had like 3 or 4 people talk in regards to what
the same people?
Hold on. They had 2 or 3 people when Trump promoted it. The same 2 or 3 people were 3 or 4 people. They were talking bad about it. It's a terrible idea. It's going to hurt the world, hurt America. But then they used the same people and put their reaction to Chameleon.
She's a fucking... Anyway.
Promoting the same shit, and this is great. This is how you reach the middle class. This is how you save America.
It's funny when you see clips...
It's okay when she grabs him by the pussy, but not him.
It's funny when you see clips of, like, the media reacting different ways for the same thing, depending on who it is. But it's even better when it's the same fucking people that's reacting different ways for the same idea, depending on who it comes.
Oh, yeah.
That's a level of magic that's just like,
Fucking people.
So she also wants to control prices. Did you hear that?
Go, yeah. Put like a government cap on them.
Yeah. And this is
the problem is, what is it?
Well, that's the thing. Is just another one of those things that sets a dangerous precedent. And he's like, well, you can't make this much money. I'm like, that's fucking communism. If you set a cap on what somebody can profit, now you can argue all day. It's like, oh, you profit so much money. What the fuck? Fine. But capitalism, if you set a cap on it, well, where's that money going to go? The state? Okay, well, that's definitely communism. But this is from the Washington Post. The headline is, when your opponent calls you a communist, maybe don't propose price control. Which is a good point. You know, it's like, listen, we're not communists, but we're going to control those prices. I'm like, well,
yeah.
And here's more here. Did you see, it was Stephen Colbert talking to, who was it? Caitlin Collins on Colbert's show, and he drops a line, and the reaction of the audience. No? Nothing? Okay. So.
No.
Let's see if I, should I give...
Throw away your votes. Trump has kind of been thrown on his heels by...
Okay. I don't know if you want context or not for this, but... So, yeah, Caitlin Collins is here. She's being interviewed by what's his face? Stephen Colbert.
Okay.
And Colbert makes a statement on the objectiveness of CNN. And the the crowd.
Trump has kind of been thrown on his heels by this, and he's not really sure how to go after Vice President Harris. He knew his attack lines on President Biden. He really has struggled with how to go after someone who's 20 years younger than him, who is a different gender, a different race. It's kind of been this moment where he has not been able to coalesce around a single attack line.
I know you guys are objective over there, that you just report the news as it is. Oh, I know. CNN makes it. I know
that's supposed to be a lab line.
I wasn't supposed to be, but I guess it is.
So Stephen Colbert's own audience knows that CNN's full of shit. So they laugh. Was
that supposed to be a laugh line?
Yeah.
No, I guess it is.
And it's the awkward reaction, like, I guess it is. Even fucking Colbert's audience knows that, well, they're full of shit.
Yep.
And the Caitlin Collins reaction is like, is that supposed to be a fucking laugh line? It's like, no.
Aren't you supposed to be making me a sandwich? This is all going to themselves.
Oh, jeez. So that's Kamala so far. And we still got a whole other fucking week to go. And I haven't really looked much more on the DNC. I didn't check out Friday nights.
Did you hear? So, real quick, and you'll understand in a minute.
All right.
Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight?
All
no,
right.
that's still going on, right?
It was like October, November, something like that.
Yeah. When's the debate for Trump and
Tell me it's the same fucking night.
When's the debate for Trump and Kamala?
September 4th?
Okay. There's something in the works about, because I don't know if it's true or not, but Mike
Trump's going to box Kamala. Oh, fuck. It's going to be the same card? That's going to be the biggest fucking card ever.
So you know how the date got pushed back due to a health concern for Mike Tyson, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, he's ulcers or something like that, right?
Supposedly, he's been putting videos out. A few have surfaced, like, hey, I'm feeling great, and then there's a little bit of that mocking, like, come on, big boy, let's do the fight now. Let's do the fight now. Let's do the fight this first week of September. We'll do the fight September 4th.
No.
So now that there's whispers in the wind that the fight was supposed to be in October, it's going to get moved up to September.
No.
Because Mike Tyson's going to be cleared to fight. And it just so happens they're shooting for the 3rd or the 4th.
No. Now, if they do the 3rd, it'd be like WrestleMania. WrestleMania is 2 nights, and that'd be a fun one. But they better not fucking do the 4th. That's a Thursday. That's a Thursday. I think it's a Thursday. It's either Monday or Thursday.
Let's find out.
No.
Let it happen.
Unless it's on the same card.
September 3rd is a Tuesday. The debate should be on the Wednesday the 4th.
Why the fuck would you have? They better have it in the same card. It better be like the fight opens the show and the debate is after. Actually, no. Do it the other way around. Because after the debate... No, you know what? Everyone's going to be exhausted from listening to Kamala. The debate should be second. You don't want a dead crowd for fucking Tyson. I want the crowd to be, like, hot. Although I think Tyson and Jake Paul are both like, fuck this Kamala broad, so...
They're going to spit roaster. Wobbly H. Eiffel Tower. D to the P. One in the A, one in the B. P.
They better not fucking move it. They better not move it. That doesn't make any sense. Why would they want to move it to... Especially in this election cycle. Like, everyone's going to pay attention.
Oh, yeah.
Trump got fucking 100 million different people listening to a phone conversation with Elon. Like, of course they're going to...
Well, just think about it. How many people are going to tune into this debate? A good majority. Let's just shoot a random...
One?
Let's just shoot a random fucking number out there. 150 million.
Oof. That would be like the biggest fucking show ever.
Just saying.
Okay.
How many of you think are going to show up, especially with Americans, true Americans, or the people, anybody, actually, not even just true Americans, anybody in the world? How many people do you think are going to truly tune in for that debate when they can finally see Mike Tyson annihilate Jake Paul? Not very many. The majority...
I think more people would tune into the debate, honestly. I mean, Tyson's awesome. I love Tyson. But the debate has weight. I would probably do what I did back in my wrestling days and flip back and forth to the channels.
Commercial!
Yeah.
Pull them commercial.
Actually,
go to the
I could have the debate right here and watch the fight right here.
Advancements monitored.
There's ways around it.
Just like there's ways around TSA if your passport's flagged and you're not allowed to fly out of the country.
You can't run forever, Charlie. Have you played Helldivers?
Not lately. It's been... Dude, my last 3 weeks have been pretty fucking jacked. 2.5 weeks. Like, run ragged, run... dude, I feel like I'm running on fumes.
You need a surprise finger in the butt. That'll wake you right up. Like cold water.
Yeah, we'll try the cold water first.
Well, you'll have the same reaction either way.
Oh! I was gonna say, that's why I carry extra pair of underwear.
What if you get...
My front gets sticky.
What if... Cold water.
Oh!
What if you get...
Cold water does that to me.
It's something about the cold, something about the shiver. I get the shiver and the shakes, and
Makes me think of
things rub on things.
Michael J. Fox giving me a hand job during an episode.
Show it, please.
Record time.
It's a Windex bottle, people. Grow up.
Yeah. What do you think I meant?
What the fuck are we talking about?
Michael J. Fox giving hand jobs because he's got Parkinson's disease, even though he's an American sweetheart actor.
I'm glad you painted that picture for everybody. Bye.
Oh! Fuck you. Oh my god, you see her underwear.
Is this that, like... Oh, no. Oh, you're playing tennis.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was one of those... You know those... Yeah, well, you were playing the emulator with me. What was it? The Famicom CD or disc?
Yeah, something like that.
When they had, like, the puzzles with the tits and everything on it. Like, what the
Yes.
fuck are we playing? And we kept playing. There was, like...
Well, let's see how bad it gets.
3 dozen of them.
Oh, God, it's terrible. Yo, check it out. Watch this quick.
No, I'm fine.
Oh, you suck. Underwear.
The whole time he just played an emulator. The whole time. It's like a kid. A fucking kid!
Hi. Hi. Oh, I can play, hold on. Exit game. I can play, Angry Video Game Nerd. Boxing on Atari 2600.
Yeah, I mean, there's a shit ton of them on there.
Hold on, where it is.
He's got an emulator, folks. It's just what he needs. Just what he needs. Did you have an emulator on your phone?
Yeah.
So did I. I got rid of it, though. As soon as I got that one. No fucking need for this now. Did you request that on there or no?
No.
Oh no, it was just on there.
It just came.
Oh, that's cool.
Looks like
I
me.
don't think I have Angry Video Game Nerd. What's the graphics for PSP and stuff look like on that? That'd be pretty decent.
Hold on a second. Menu. Quit game. I could show you because I was playing. It's weird. I'm not sure. Yeah, great. I got PSP, but like God of War, Chains of Olympus, I can't play it.
Really? Yeah. Is it like laggy or
no joystick?
It just does.
It won't move.
Yeah. See, that's why I got that one, just for that reason.
It's got
only
joystick.
because I already knew better because I have the main emulator, and there are games on there where I tried to use that regular SNES controller.
Yep.
And you're like, well, this isn't happening. So I'm like, well, if I get an emulator, it's got to have the sticks too.
Ridge Racer. Let's check that out.
All right.
By Namco.
Yeah, before Bandai. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That doesn't seem like PSP graphics. I think you got bamboozled. It's the original Ridge Racer. They just put it in the PSP file. Which is exactly what it looks like that happened.
Yep.
Well, I mean, can't win them all. Yeah, but that's why. Yeah, that was $20. Mine was 180. But like I said, I knew I wanted, and plus I spent $20 on the main one, which is even more powerful than that.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, well,
Metal Slug. Yeah, these are.
You still have the other emulator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Raspberry.
Yeah. That one's a good little thing. But
Nintendo 64.
That's the problem with the old emulator that I sold you. Is
Mission
it
Impossible.
doesn't emulate 64 well. It's very laggy. The new one's a champ. Actually, the handheld's a champ. How's that one? It's got to be better.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Haven't had any lag issues at all with anything.
Yeah, the new emulator.
Except for God of War. I could do the main attacks, but I think... I don't know. Like... I'm trying to... I don't know how to... Oh my God.
What does that sound?
Oh.
That's what it sounds like.
High voltage.
Rock and roll.
Oh God. Paperboy 64.
Oh wow. What's wrong with his feet? What are those?
What's wrong with his joints? He's got... Alright, Paperboy. Let's check it out, folks.
Alright, we're going to check out Paperboy.
Press start. Press and start. Okay. Okay, easy.
Well.
Okay.
So far, what do you think?
I'm digging it.
No lags?
Nothing. I'm about to find out now. This is probably the most advanced system. Well, PlayStation on it. PlayStation 1's on here too.
Yeah, it's got to say PlayStation 1.
Let's see if I can actually play this though. Oh my God. How do you throw them? Oh.
Huh.
Oh God.
Everyone's at home like, what's happening? What's he doing? I don't know.
Oh my God. Like, they're just whipping this freaking... Oh God. Sorry about your window. Ooh, sorry about your dog. Oh. I just hit a guy in the fucking dick. Oh God. Leave me alone. Dog ate me.
It was James... A dog ate you?
Yes. The dog literally ate me. Like, bit at me and my kid disappeared. Okay.
Oh, video games.
Yep.
The dog bit at me and my kid disappeared.
Abernix 35XX. It's actually pretty cool.
Where'd you find that? Where'd you get
TikTok.
it off of? Oh, you TikTok? I always see him on TikTok.
I finally bought something off the... Oh, I got Dreamcast too.
Yeah, I see him on TikTok and I was like, nah. Wait a minute. Like, one, I already have the one. But then two, I'm like, I just don't... Like, I just downloaded... It's the new other shopping app.
Altered Beast, Guardian of the Realms. USA edition, huh? Let's find out what this is about.
Temu? I got Temu.
Oh, Temu, yeah.
I haven't, I've looked at it. I'm like, I don't know if I trust it.
I have a buddy who orders off it all the time.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's just like Amazon, eBay, but one thing I do have on here is Bai, which is basically Japan's eBay. And you can buy. It's an app that acts as the middleman basically between U.S. and them.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff that's rare that's worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars over here, and collector's shit that's like $40 over there because it's over there. I'm like, what? What? I saw that. And
from your grave.
That's why I got it. The app, anyway. I haven't ordered off it yet. I don't have the balls to. He's like a kid. Comes
Kick of the
over,
dick.
comes
Kick of the
over to
dick.
his
Kick of the
friend's
dick.
house with an emulator and just sits and plays it all day.
Fuck you.
Over there.
Eat my ass. Eat my ass. Eat my ass. It's a great game. All about eating ass.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Ow! I just took an axe to the face.
He's a trucker. It's a normal thing.
I'm going to put something in your axe wound in a minute. Keep it up.
He's a trucker. It's a normal thing.
Yeah, got the bitch. Oh my god, no, like, I haven't got a single power up yet. This is bullshit.
These bullshit. I do not rent to these kind of people.
This place smells like the Cypress Hill concert. This is bullshit. I can rent to these kind of people. Yergi, what's going on? I'll sit there, pull me. Hello, Alex, how are you? I'm good. Yeah. Oh. So, for the last 6 months, you don't pay me rent, so I no longer let you stay here. That's impossible. Every month I give my friend Josh hundreds of dollars, and he writes you a rent check, right? I love them so much.
You love who?
The girls at Madame Kame's Filipino Palace.
You've been giving our rent money to Filipino hookers.
You've been spending our rent money on Filipino hookers? They're not hookers, they're massage therapists.
I heard they massage your cock for money.
Yeah, there's a word for that. It's hooker?
I think it's hooker. You're a hooker.
And eliminate taxes on tips for service and hospitality workers.
A few moments later.
Biden seems intent on taking your earnings hostage. Now, the IRS, they just announced this week that they want to start tracking all of the tips that workers earn so that they can be taxed for it. So much for Biden's sacred promise not to raise taxes on anyone making less than $400,000 a year. Remember, this is all part of Biden's so-called Inflation Reduction Act.
The yeas are 50, the nays are 50. The Senate being equally divided, the Vice President votes in the affirmative, and the bill, as amended, is passed.